Don, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
You had an asbestos water main that needed an isolation valve installed to connect to piping. Tell us a bit about the connection that you needed to have made there.
We dug up the water main and looked at what was going on with it, installed the new isolation valve, and lo and behold, we were unable to install it at that time. The angle of the asbestos pipe joining each other was going to take a tremendous amount of ingenuity to get a bunch of other fittings to put that together. So I started talking to yourself, Stan, and Christy about it and what I had to do to get this angle to put back together to put this isolation valve in. So we begun the discussion about it and decided, well, we're going to take a look at getting this thing shipped up to us and to get it installed. And has saved us quite a bit of time and money to get this swivel joint in place with the new isolation valve. Other than that, I would have probably had to have a couple of 22.5 bends, quarter bends, eighth bends with mega lugs and so forth, and that would have had our outage tremendously for several hours longer than anticipated. So in getting this swivel joint put in, it really cut the time down probably about 4 to 5 hours, or maybe even a little more than that.
When we did the initial conversation with having to utilize that on the asbestos, we had to take out the restraint chain on the one side so that it would actually work on that, correct?
That is correct, yes. Other than that, it would have crushed that transite pipe because it isn't made for asbestos. And so that worked out really well. And then the grip tight was able to go on to the C900 that we were able to tie it back into. So this was a really an exciting moment for the crew and myself, and to see this swivel joint go into place, and it worked, and we're very, very pleased and happy with it.
Well, Don, thanks for telling us about your experience with HYMAX and the swivel joint. We really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.